laying on the pally. I love you too. Me too. Oh, thank you. Kiss my hair, huh? Dude. Well, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tula. You did a lot of beautiful kisses. I love you too. Aw. Mwah. Oh, I know I love you too, Tula. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go clean up the kitchen, Tula. That too. Love you too. Okay. The romance Foodles. It is time. Indeed. All right. Yeah, the washing machine's broken, so I'm not changing my shirts and shorts very often. Clothes very often, yeah. Kind of wear the same thing until get the washing machine. Yeah, I am gonna take a shower sometime this week, I think. Well, the stepping in the dog shit last night was a mandatory shower. And the dog shit. The dog shit did have Tula's dog shit did have a adhesive quality to it that I was not prepared for. And in this adhesion, talking about the adhesion, I love talking about that. Let me see. Yeah. You know, they say that a lot of artists are shy, performance artists, and they do performance because it helps them with their anxiety. And I don't know if that's necessarily true for every person, right? Dun, dun. Yeah. When I was a kid, I was almost terrified of a stand-up comedian called Robin Williams because he just seemed like he had so much energy and the ideas were just going da, da, like a million miles an hour. When I was a kid, I didn't have the concept of drugs or cocaine. And then I realized when I was older, I was like, oh, that makes sense now. Cocaine. Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying that he wasn't, bipolar. He wasn't. I don't know if he was bipolar or not, but he was pretty manic. Anyways, without the alcohol and the cocaine, he didn't even need to take that stuff, right? I mean, But I think Robin Williams was generally a genius of comedy. Yeah, I guess when you're a kid and you're watching Robin Williams, you just think that he's just a super, like almost like he's a superhuman or something. Like, you can't even believe your eyes and ears. It's like, he's a meta-human. Like, well, how could he do all that? But when you're little, you don't know about the crashes or the hangovers or the, deep, dark chasms of darkness and depression, and you don't know about that stuff when you're a kid because you're a kid, and most kids are pretty happy because life is fun. Yeah. Dun, dun. All right. Is it 2 cups for the romance noodles? The romance foodles? I think so. Do I usually add like 3 to try to increase it? Yeah. Increase the juice. Okay. We add the 3rd cup. Yeah. And then turn it up. Turn it up like Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama. Turn it up. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Last night when I was doing my drunk John Fogerty impressions, born on the bayou, talking about Houston weather and stuff. Oh, I didn't even know Rick Beato. He just had his. I'm gonna have to watch the whole interview. Rick Beato just had John Fogerty. That's weird. That's weird how that works. Sometimes you're like, well, I'm thinking about this, and then there'll come a video about what I'm thinking about. It's almost like, am I designing the videos, or the videos are telling me what's gonna happen? I don't know anymore. Yeah. Or do I just have a subconscious or savvy knack to tell the future or to somehow feel what's going to happen or feel connected with what's happening, So either it's subconsciousness or it's, I don't really believe in psychic ability or anything like that, but it does feel like, well, that's strange coincidences sometimes, right? ESP. Yeah. So is it subconsciousness or is it microprocessing? Or maybe both. I don't know. Crunch these Foodles up, the ramen noodles. Maruchan ramen. Irvine, California. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm not yet old and feeble enough to not be able to open a bag. Oh, that's what annoys people about being old, besides everything. They can't open jars and shit anymore. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'll say that, yeah.
That's what the older people say all the time. They're like, I can't do this. I can't open this. It hurts. Can you do this for me? I can't do it. Can you imagine old people could just do what young people could do? That'd be pretty cool. Or it was Jamie, right? Yeah, he had a degenerative leg disease, so he was in a wheelchair most of the time. He could get up sometimes and just go like, but pretty much he was wheelchair bound most of the time because the degenerative leg disease that he had. And I remember talking to Jamie, and we had watched X-Men, and we were probably working at the movie theater when X-Men 1 came out in 2000, 25 years ago. And later on, when I talked to him later through the years, I said, what would, somehow we started doing the conversation like, what superhero power would you like to have? And he's like, oh man, I'd like to be like Wolverine and have that healing power. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Then you wouldn't be crippled, right? Yeah. Then you could just regenerate. And you got hurt, you got sick. Well, you just regenerate like Wolverine. That is a magical power. Or like Jesus of Nazareth heals the blind and the sick, and he can turn water into wine, and create fish in an empty sea, and what else? All sorts of miracles, right? Like he can make bread out of thin air, or I don't know. I don't know all the whole list of the biblical miracles. I just remember some in the New Testament. The crippled man wishes he could heal. I thought that was deep. Wishes he could be like Wolverine and Hugh Jackman. It's really neat to say that. That was deep, philosophically deep. And hey, hey, Tula. So we got the noodles on a 3-minute timer here. Tula, hey girl, you didn't poo poo in here, did you? Yeah. Yo, Mike, you know what day it is? Yo, Mike. You know what day it is? It's hump day. Yeah, that was a good Geico commercial. I thought that was fun. You need some more food, Tula? Okay. Chew Tula. There's some more puppy gels. Okay. Oh shit, I missed Jimmy Kimmel. Just kidding. Yeah, that is funny. Like the 23% of markets that won't show Jimmy Kimmel, they're like, fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, that's pretty hilarious. Like, no, we're still not showing this shit. Fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Fuck ABC. Now that's standing up for what you believe in. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of those folks. All right. Standing up to the big, monstrous, evil, leftist Walt Disney ABC. Okay. Some of that chicken stuff in it. Get the true romance going of the romance noodles. Okay, warmed up the chicken from the barbecue and the pan stuff that I made. Waste not, want not. Yeah. FIFO. Or, no. First in, first out. Yeah. That's in the retail. When I was working at S-Mart. Shop smart, shop S-Mart. Or the sack and save. Put those chives on it. Yeah. Chive on. Keep calm and chive on. Okay. Yeah, if you step in dog shit while you're sober, you're like, I stepped in shit. But if you do it while you're like drunk or buzzing or something, you're like, you become a Shakespearean actor Oh my God, I stepped in dog shit. Okay, put that chicken in there. Do the hokey pokey. Spread it all around. That's what it's all about. Yeah. I think I need more Sergeant Pepper's Lonely. Randomly changing songs. That's the coolest thing. All right. Yeah. Got the romance Foodles. Let's do it. Oh, got the ramen spoon. No, I didn't steal it from the Chinese restaurant up the road. No. Yeah. I don't know where these ramen spoons came from. Maybe Hong Kong market or I don't know where. So let's this. Put the Foodles, the romance noodles. Gotta get every last morsel of the goodness. More pepper. Yeah, spice it up. And then so ramen event it comes from the history of ramen. It comes from China, right? And then it goes to Japan. Is that how the ramen goes? I think. History of ramen. I believe genetically speaking, the Japanese and the Chinese are cousins. I believe the Chinese migrated to Japan long ago and diverged, kind of like the Vulcans and Romulans. And so I put the hoisin sauce on. Oh yeah, get that hoisin. We got the soy sauce too. Kikoman. Over 300 years of excellence. Comes from the exotic location of Walworth, Wisconsin. There we go. Right. Mix it up. The flavors. All right, so it's got about everything. I don't put an egg in mine, so this is just pretty much the romance Foodles. Night, night.